Hello.
Everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back to our channel. We miss you guys so much. Anyway, so for those of you who are new to our channel, this is Sam and Olga and the three Akapus. However, we have only one here right now. Today, guys, we're want to get into a different topic. Basically, we want to, start with coming to Germany, or if any of you out there wants to visit or come and stay here, we want to just tell you, what it entails, what you need, the requirements, and things of that nature. So we did a little bit of research, and we want to just share with you guys. Today I'm not going to do a lot of talking because I'm not quite feeling well. So my wife Olga is going to handle most of the talking. So without much ado, I'm gonna let her take over and get the ball rolling.
Yeah, whatever, you're not feeling well. He said he couldn't read my writing of the notes that I made.
No, seriously.
Anyway, so like he said, this is the first of a series of videos we want to put out, specifically about what to do and what you should expect if you want to come here, whether for visiting or if you want to even live here or come here for a year or two to study, anything like that. So just a couple of things that based on our experience, what we had to go through, and some of the stuff we researched, and just want to put that information out there for you guys. Today's video is going to be sweet and short, just about some details about what to prepare basically if you want to come here for a visit, or if you are considering to move here or to stay here for on a more permanent basis. So to visit here is pretty much straightforward. Some countries do need a visa, others don't. And what I did was I wrote all the countries that do not need a visa to visit Germany, and I put them in the description below this video. So yeah, that's right. So if you guys want to check that out, I put that information there for you. So if you don't find your country there, you will need a visa to come to Germany. And the thing is, once you're here, just to visit, you can stay for 3 months or 90 days without any special paperwork or anything like that. If you're planning to stay on a visitation kind of basis for longer than that, you will need to apply for what's called the D visa. So that's the difference between if you want to come here for 90 days or more than 90 days. But it's pretty much straightforward if you want to come and visit. Now, if you want to come to stay here on a more permanent basis, there's a little bit more details to that, but it's also pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to be looking on my notes here. If you are from a European Union country, it's really easy. There's no visa needed, no residence permit. You don't need a work permission. You just come here and you stay here. If you are staying here for the purpose of finding work, then you can stay up to 6 months. It's just that you cannot actually work during those 6 months. It's only here to look for work. And once you have found a job or a company that's willing to take you on, that is when you go and you apply for a residence permit / a work permit. And then you can stay for as long as you like, I guess. So if you are from one of the EU countries and you do not have a job and you don't find work, you can still stay here longer. It's just that you have to pay for your health insurance yourself, and for your living expenses, you have to come up with that money or those costs yourself, because you will not be qualified to apply for any type of assistance here. Because also here health insurance is mandatory. You have to have that. And if you are a German citizen and you don't have work, then that gets paid for by the government. But like I said, if you're from a EU country and like a non-German country, and you want to stay here for a longer amount of time, then you'll have to pay for that yourself. So that is for EU countries, if you guys want to come here. From non-EU countries, these are the countries that also do not need a visa in order to come here. They are Australia, Israel, Japan, Canada, New Zealand, South Korea, and the US of A. they can just come here and again stay up to 3 months without having to request anything special. Academics who want to come here specifically for work can stay up to 6 months in order to be finding a job. And again, they're not allowed to actually work during those 6 months. It's just basically like just for looking for a job basically. And once you find a job, that's when you have to apply for a residence permit or a work permit. In general, anybody who wants to come here to stay after those 3 months are up, you do have to apply for a permit, residence/work permit. It's going to be limited at first, so let's say for a year, 3 years, depending on your circumstances. And then once those that time limit has run up, then you can apply for extended stay or permission to stay, which could be either another limited amount, like another 3 years, for example, or it could be permanent, depending on your status, depending on your the purpose of you wanting to stay here and all of those things. And this is what you need also to get a residence permit. You need a valid passport. You need to be employed and make enough money so that you do not require to be on any type of government assistance. And you can't have a criminal record. So those things are a given. To apply for a permanent resident status after, let's say, your first 3 years have run up or so, like in his case, you have to have a B1 level of the language. And you have to have lived in Germany for 3 years, like on a regular basis, right? Like not
like continuously.
Continuously, that's the word I was looking for, exactly. When you come here and you want to live here, you apply for like a permanent residency, then you do have to go through a mandatory integration course. It's 6 months, it's about 700 hours, 600 of those are devoted strictly to the language, and then another 100 hours about information about Germany, like the political system and just things to know, some of the laws, things that are essential for you to know if you want to live here. And then you take an exam on those things and then you get a certificate, and that certificate you'll need to present when you want to extend your stay, especially if you want to make it a permanent stay. Yeah, so that's basically it. Those countries that I mentioned earlier, so Australia, Israel, Japan, Canada, New Zealand, South Korea, and USA, they can come to Germany first and then start learning the language or enroll in that integration course. But other countries, if they want to come and live here, they would have to obtain that B1 level German language certificate before they come here. So they'll have to have that before they even buy their ticket to come here. But those countries that I just mentioned, you can come here first and then sign up for that integrational course, which is exactly what happened with Sam. So he went through that course, he got his certificate. Unfortunately, he got A2 level, not B1, and his 3 years is actually coming up right away, so he will have to, in February, he'll have to renew his residence permit, and so he would have to take the B1 test again, or retake that so that he gets to that B1 level, and once he has that, he will now get the permanent status. If he doesn't have the B1 level, he can still extend his stay. It's just that it'll only be for 1 year instead of even the 3 years that are just running up for him. So that's the difference. And his exam is actually coming up when, next week or in 2 weeks? I think in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So wish him the best of luck, guys. He'll need it, right? Although he's pretty good at the Dutch, like way better than when he wrote the exam the first time. He's still, well, he thinks he's struggling a bit. I think he's just overthinking things.
I am.
But we are practicing every day, and yeah, just wish him the best of luck. So I think that's about it for this video, right? Is there anything else you want to add? Anyway, you can't read my writing. So.
Yeah, I mean, basically, just about what she, just the points she just gave you guys. Like she said earlier on, this is about the first series of like some of the topics we'll be dealing or tackling specifically in visiting or getting a permanent status in Germany. So I guess for today we just wanted to touch base on
what to
on the requirements,
kind of like a checklist on requirements of what you need if you want to stay here on a permanent basis. In the next video we're going to talk about what to expect once you are here and you've got all of the stuff that we just talked about, or what I just talked about, out of the way. What you can expect next. So we're gonna also break it up in separate parts, because some of the stuff that we put on our list, there's so much information just about one section that we said, okay, we'll just break it up into several videos. So there's a bunch of cool and informative videos coming up, guys, so be sure to tune into those ones.
Yeah, just watch out for those.
Right.
And don't forget to subscribe and guys, hit the notification button so that when a new content drops, you can be aware of that.
And if you have any comments, anything to say, please do write it down and we'll address them.
Exactly.
All right. Thank
you
always,
guys. Please don't forget to like and share. And on that note,
bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bye.
Say tschüss.
Say tschüss.
Tschüss.
Bye, guys.
My own, that time of the chase, I'm the no.